Alright, I'm checking out a brand new product for my SKS. It's a RAM line SKS flash hider. This is a brand new in package. Um, it's actually so old. I got it off of eBay from a museum person. I'm sure they don't make these anymore. You'll probably have great trouble trying to find one. I just thought it would, be cool. I've been looking for one of these for a while. Uh, I've been using the cheap eBay muzzle brake. It's kind of a twist on, and I just wanted something different, just to check it out. This is a Ramline SKS flash hider. Probably used to be more popular back in the day. But like I said, this first one I've seen in forever. So this came from eBay, and I'm gonna check it out and open it up and see what's going on here. Alright, it looks pretty sharp. Not sure if my camera does it justice, but it's got like the bird cage flash hider. You can kind of see some of the dust on it from years of being in the package. It comes with a new pin that goes through your sight. Right there. And it's got the cutout. So on these were twist on. The set screw would come loose sometime. I'd put Loctite on it, but still after occasion, a lot of shooting, I could still have that issue. So these are like twist on. The camera's not really focusing, but twist on muzzle brake. So you just kind of twist it and yank it off. It's kind of hard to see there. This one goes on. There's a little pin. I'll have to punch it out. I'm not going to do that on camera, because that's kind of like assembly. But these are supposed to fit, really good. So we'll punch that pin out right there. And then we'll have this on there. It actually looks pretty good. So yeah, I just wanted to do a quick video. I'll show the finished product hopefully. But yeah, I think that just looks a lot neater in my opinion. Looks a lot more like it was made for this. So hopefully I'll be able to do a follow-up. Alright, I've run into a little bit of confusion for this Ramline SKS flash hider. It says machined to exacting tolerances. That sounds good, but I don't know what kind of exacting tolerance that is. Once I put this pin in, and it's kind of in there really good, so it's going to be a pain to get out, but once that pin's in there, this thing is not to any kind of decent tolerance, especially not an exact tolerance. Looks like it's gonna wobble all over the place. Most likely the reason these were discontinued, because this looks pretty unsafe here. Looks like it would need some kind of shim material or set screw on here. But yeah, that's not exacting tolerance. I mean, because I put that pin through there, it's still, that's gonna jump around like the song, and probably fly off downrange and screw a bunch of shit up. But yeah, we might try some shims or set screws. Not sure this project is going to be worth it. Probably the reason why these were discontinued in the first place. You know, these probably have a lot of different tolerances. I'm not sure what machine to exacting tolerance means, but yeah, just beware if you do buy one of these. These aren't really a very tight fit. Not on mine anyway. But I might try to put some shim material in here, or maybe a set screw. I'll try to give you an update if I don't just cancel this project altogether. Thank you. Okay, I wanted to do an update on this. I've decided against using the RAM line flash hider. It's just not. It doesn't fit snug enough, and I don't want to risk, screwing up anything or around hitting the end of it and knocking it off. And I just, I don't want to rig it up and put shims on it. So I've decided against using this. This was the RAM line. I'm just going to sell it back on eBay for what I got it for. I'll have to put a warning that it may not fit some SKS's. I just went back with the cheapie that I got off of eBay. I did sand it down, repaint it, put some good super tight Loctite on the set screw. Also spent a lot of time, and I sanded and filed and made this cool little notch in it, and it took a lot of work. I mean, it's not all the way through. These things don't have that much pressure, but it's not enough to where it's going to affect it. But yeah, I got the Yugo bayonet mount on it, so I could use this if I can do it with one hand. I don't know if I can. Let me see here. I'm gonna have to fumble around. I don't like fumbling around, but it's kind of hard to do with one hand. But I put the notch on it like that, so you can just, sorry, it's gonna be messy, but now it attaches. I don't know if you can see it real good. I got it to where it attaches so it won't come down. It's locked in really good now, so I just think, I wanted to do something cool with my bayonet and my muzzle device, since I'm not going to be using the RAM line, and it's like I wanted to do something cool, so I filed a notch in there, and I'm using a Yugo bayonet. So now I can use a bayonet with my muzzle device, and it's fairly straight, and it's locked in really good. It doesn't go all the way back on the thing, but it's locked in really tight here, so you can shake it and it don't move very much at all. It's like really tight. So if you want to take a lot of time and get one of these cheapies off of eBay for $30-$40, you want to sit there with a file and sandpaper and just take a day and just sit there and file and sand and file and sand, and then I use the high temp grill paint. I always paint my stuff with grill paint because grills get 400 degrees. The paint usually can withstand 1200 degrees, so that's what I paint stuff with. Engine paint is good too, but engine, it only goes about 400-500 degrees. The paint, your engine only runs about 200 degrees. If you get much more than that, you crack your heads. But so grill paint, that's what I use to paint gun parts. It works really good. But yeah, that's my project. I was bored. I wanted to do something. So now you can mount your bayonet to your muzzle, and just something you can do. I'm gonna sell the ram line. I don't recommend using these unless you have a real thick front sight assembly, muzzle assembly, whatever they call this. But yeah, I don't like it when it fits loose. I like the tight, snug fit. But yeah, there you go. That's what I did, and that's what I didn't do. So thank you. Have a good day.